I think it will have a better flavor that way. Instead of so factual. You know, factual sometimes like, oh, you're droning on and on with the factual stuff. Stop already. Oh my God. Turn it off. I don't want to hear it anymore. So let me couch this in a story. So let me tell you this story. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, in this galaxy, on this planet, there was this guy named Moses. Now Moses took this giant group of people, like a bunch of people, hundreds of thousands of people, out into the middle of the desert. And they got stuck out there for 40 years, and you have to read the Old Testament to find out all that, or just watch the Ten Commandments. One of those two, who cares? Anyway, so this is the story. They're all out there in the wilderness of the Sinai Peninsula. And they're out there being guided by God. This is the Yahweh character from Genesis 2. This is the deity, this is the being, this is the creative force that said, okay, here's the DNA strain of the Hebrew folk on planet Earth. This is that guy, the God of the Bible, Yahweh, the God of the Bible, Yahweh, okay? And so, the God of the Bible, of course, has all of these emissaries and messengers, aka angels, and all kinds of stuff doing the jobs for God. So Moses and this whole group of hundreds of thousands of people are dealing with all kinds of the spooky, scary stuff that's coming from other dimensions that God is sending into their realms because they are fixing to head toward the promised land. Now, unfortunately, they get stuck out there because they don't meet the muster. They don't muster up to what needs to happen. So they have to circulate and keep circulating and keep circulating out of the Sinai. Well, while this is happening, the people guiding them, God's people, well, you can't really call them people, but those beings out there that got it going on are out there interacting the whole time. Dimensions are opening and there is interaction from the higher dimensions into this earth dimension. And if you're not used to it, it's really scary stuff. Really scary stuff. So you'd be like, what's going on? Oh my God, what's going on? And that's how it was. That's how it was. Now, let's jump forward a little bit, because this is where it really starts getting intense. One of those years, one day in one of those years, Moses hears, hey, Moses, dude, come up here, climb this mountain. Sorry about that. I need to have a multi-dimensional powwow with you, and it's gonna be some freaky stuff. Come on up, Moses. Come on up. I'll meet you up there on the ledge. So Moses is like, oh boy, this is gonna be weird. He climbs up the mountain. It takes a long time. It's pretty rocky and stuff. So he finally gets to the ledge where he's being led to. Then a bunch of spooky, scary stuff starts happening. The sky starts changing, and whatever form Yahweh decided to take in that moment, because it's Yahweh, it could be whatever it wants to be. That's what Ihaye means. I will be whatever I will be. Or they say it translates into I am that I am. But really, if you look at the old Hebrew, it translates into, hey, I'll be whatever the heck I want to be. I'm Yahweh. I'll be whatever I want to be. Who cares? So Moses is up there, and at this particular time, whatever Yahweh actually really is, takes this one form and says, okay, let's commune. Let's have a powwow. Here we go. This is how the Ten Commandments got written in the stone. Okay, that's what this story is. You've seen it in the movies before. I'm just dramatizing it a little bit. But everything I'm telling you about is the truth, okay? So Moses is up there having the most profound, mystical, I would even go as far as saying magical, because we've all seen Harry Potter, mystical, magical experiences of what the history of the earth. I mean, just some freaky stuff, just freaky deaky stuff, just completely weird. And so God's like, here you go. And they have this long conversation. No one knows how long it went on. However, it goes on for weeks of time. It goes on for so long that the people at the bottom of the mountain waiting for him, and they're with his brother. His brother's name is Aaron. This guy becomes a high priest, blah blah blah, whatever. You've all seen the movie. Anyway, so they're waiting for him. He takes forever to come back, and their mindsets, being what their mindsets are, a bunch of dopes, are like, he's not coming back. Okay, well, let's just build a golden calf and we'll do our golden calf thing, and we'll call on the gods of Egypt because we know it so well. Well, that wasn't a good idea. Now, while the people at the bottom are doing that, God is saying, okay, dude, we're going to have to cut this conversation short because your people down there are doing some heinous crap, and it really is pissing me off. I'm getting pissed off. So go down there and straighten these dopes out, okay? So Moses comes down the mountain. Now, at this point, and this is a very big point, Moses is glowing, like literally glowing. Like if I'm standing there looking about 40 yards away and I'm seeing this guy walk down the hills and I'm going, what the hell, this guy's glowing, holy crap, he's glowing. I'd be like what the hell's going on here? But the guy was glowing because he's interacting. Now when we get to the part where we're going to talk about Christ, I want you to remember this, because this has everything to do with the four components of Moses, and that's why Christianity is important, because I'm going to explain it to you through the four components. So I want you to see this. So please make a note. I'm stopping the story to make this point. Please make a note. Okay, so let me get back to the story. So Moses comes down because God's like, okay, we got to stop this right now because these people are acting like dopes. And look at the crap they're doing. So he comes down the mountain. Well, he's like highly temperamental anyway. So he throws down the Ten Commandments and they break. It's like, oh God, no, you're kidding me. And the whole thing turns into this giant drama. Well, the being God, Yahweh, talking to him on the mountain, and taking this one particular form, and I mean, this guy can do whatever it wants to do. I mean, this God can do whatever it wants to do. It is the great I will be whatever I will be God. The creative force over all kinds of galaxies, over the whole place. So God's mad, and he's like steaming mad, like really hot mad, just boiling mad. But at this moment in time, Moses is still tied to him because his three components are tuning in on this, and his fourth component, his physicality component, is glowing. This is like a very divine thing, okay? This is really mystical stuff going on here to the extreme. So Moses is like, okay, all of you idiots that are doing this, you go over there, and all of you people that want to still follow me, you come over here. And this is a lot of people, okay? That's why he's up higher, so he can get a bird's eye view of what's going on. He's still up high, like, standing on the cliffs and seeing all of this horde of people doing all this madness. Anyway, so, the people that still want to follow him start coming his way. This is a lot of people. It's taking time. Okay, so it's coming. They're coming his way, and the other people are like, nope, we're going to go back with the gods of Egypt and, you know, do our thing in our debauchery and all our stuff. Well, now Yahweh's like, okay, you friggin' dopes. All right, I had enough of your dopiness. The jig is up. Time for you to pay, you stupid dopes. So the ground opens up. The ground opens up. More mystical crap. So the ground opens up, and all those people fall in. Imagine the scene, all right? I think they even showed it in a couple of movies. But it's like, holy crap, you got to be kidding me. But no, that's what goes on. That's what happened. So that was the start of something new. That was kind of like the people were getting the idea of, oh shit, we shouldn't be screwing with this thing like this, should we? No, they really shouldn't be screwing with that thing, especially in light of all the evidence they had seen before that time. They really shouldn't have been screwing with that thing. I'm seeing this thing's running long. I'm going to have to make this another segment. We're going to get back to this story in another segment.